This is a little tutorial demonstrating the new Starfox Mask's SRM route, and we're gonna start by hitting this owl. And we're gonna go by bombs. Yeah, mind you, it's optimally, not this slowly. Anyway, I haven't played MM much in the last couple of months, so don't expect any good movement or whatever. And yeah, talk to the guy, just go by with the bombs, and we don't need bomb juice. And we can put bombs and Echo Mask here. And we're gonna go to the laundry pool and get our first Starfox mask. Let's go on a walk. So yeah, we need to turn it night, obviously, for the guy to be there. And yeah, we will need to get to laundry pool later for Keaton mask, but that will be on day 3 or night 3, and yeah, guy's not there on night 3. So there's no other time to get this mask. And we're gonna go to East Terminal Field to do this Z-Copy warp setup. Yeah, I guess doing Hessier is optimal. And we're gonna go here and we're gonna go touch this wall and do a full backflip. And we're gonna do 3 slashes while targeting. And then 2 slashes where you target but untarget during the slash. And 2 slashes with shield cancel. Then we turn around. And we do 1 slash with control stick right. And 2 scoots forward. Put away swords and do 1 roll. Then we turn towards this wall here and run into it to reset our X position. Turn around again and do 1 roll. Take sword out and do 2 of these forward slashes. And then turn this way and another one of these. Then turn this way again. And we need to do 1 slash with shield cancel and target and more scoots. So, and yeah, now we need to back walk for a good bit from here. So our X position needs to be here, 457FAE1C. And yeah, keep holding target. So of course you need to buffer this. I don't think it's reasonable to do unbuffered. So yeah, when you let go, then you have this position here. And yeah, we turn left and do some ESS left to get our angle to start with A8C. Or is here. So your angle just needs to start with 8C and the A1 doesn't matter. So you can maybe figure out a different angle setup if you like. And yeah, we need to play Song of Double Time twice because we need a Song of Double Time night transition that will store our position to some special respawn data set that we are going to use for SRM. And we're gonna go to observatory. And yeah, you can clip through this corner here, so target this wall, hold down left, and then we do a recoil clip, and during the recoil clip hold control stick right, not like that. High quality tutorial. Next up is chest SRM, and we're gonna go downstairs with movement, and we break this part. Gonna drop one bomb, go into hideout, unloading observatory, then go back in this part, and then we hide out and drop a bomb here. And then we just need to get inverted cam here if I could. Not going to re-record this, whatever. And super slide with this pot here. And don't break the other pot. Run this over. Super slide, hands up, go into observatory again, and then again into hideout. And we need to get angle 1134. So yeah, target this wall here, back walk into this other wall. And you might want to buffer this. Usually people buffer this. Yeah, from here, let go of target. And hold left on get this here. We have angle 1133E, and if you walk forward, then it adjusts to 1134, and while walking forward, you can then drop. And we need to blow up this balloon for a heap setup later, where the balloon needs to be gone. So we need to blow it up now. And now we're gonna go to the chest. So here we need to blow up the wall and get a specific angle and time stop. So we're gonna drop a bomb here, target this wall here, and then we buffer until we get a specific angle. You can also do this in two goes. You can blow up the wall and then just target the wall behind this wall that we are blowing up. And then you do the same thing, this backwalk here. So we get angle 3 DD1. And yeah, the optimal way is now when I unpause, I pull a bomb right before the other one explodes. Now I need to quickly target and backwalk, and we need to buffer until a frame where the smoke particles are gone. So here's still this one white little particle, and the next frame it's gone, and this is the frame we want. You keep holding target, and when you unpause, hold a cutscene item. So you can in this case press Deku or Ocarina. And shield. Just gonna hold Ocarina plus shield, and we get bomb time stop. And we need to get 4 items: the powder keg, Song of Soaring, Goron, and a bottle. In this order. So for powder keg, you go in front of the chest and touch the chest, and we hold control stick right to turn left. Then we need to turn 7 ESS clockwise, and we need to start with control stick down. Then you can switch to left if you like. And we did this here, and yeah, just open the chest, and we're gonna get powder keg, and we have it. So for Song of Soaring, we're gonna go touch the chest again, turn left again by holding control stick right, and gonna go C up. And this is why you cannot start with this setup, and also not with the bottle setup that also uses C up. If you press C up before you open the chest, then you're just gonna cancel out of time stop, and we don't want that. So yeah, setups with C up can never be the first one. So we have C up now, and for 1 frame you want to buffer on control stick left, and then we need to do 12 ESS counterclockwise to this here. And yeah, I should maybe also mention that the items we get are based on the collision angle. So if I would touch this wall here, my angle relative to the wall is very different than with this chest here. So yeah, we need to touch this chest with this angle and then safely roll out and open the chest without touching it. So it can be a little bit tricky at first, but yeah, you saw I could open the chest while standing actually quite far away from it without touching it. And we have this Song of Soaring. Nice. Next setup for Goron Mask is actually very simple, and we want to do this after Song of Soaring because Song of Soaring gives us a fast chest animation, and for that Link just keeps this position that he has right here. If you mess up, you can always target the chest and open it. That will just re-SRM Ocarina, whatever, and it gives you a fast chest animation, and yeah, you can continue from here. But yeah, for Goron, with this angle, you just want to touch this chest, develop out, and then again, without touching this chest here, opening it, and this gives us Goron Mask. And there it is. And last will be an empty bottle, and for that we need to target this wall here. And yeah, press C up and hold right for 1 frame. And then either holding down or left, we're gonna do 6 turns clockwise. Do this here, 2, 1, 0, and we actually need to touch the chest here and then open it. And we got a bottle. And we're gonna need to leave, and optimally don't want to run into the Skulltula. And we need to get back to Observatory. And I didn't time anything, but I think running back through the hideout is not fast. Because also we need to come from upstairs, so I think the fastest way is to going to Terminal Field again. Normally you would get a slow mask animation there. This is not exactly a fresh fire, but whatever. You're just gonna go over the fence, and because I ran into the Skulltula, I actually need to pick up a heart here. Which of course I'm not getting. High quality tutorial. Okay, this is insane. I'm just gonna keep that in. And you don't need bombs but hearts, then you get all the bombs. Good movement. So we are now in hideout. And for this setup we're gonna go... Wait. And for the setup we are going to do, we need to actually come from upstairs, which is probably also why going through the hideout is not good. When you come from upstairs, the camera is zoomed out much more. I can demonstrate it. You come from down here, then yeah, camera zoomed in very much, and we're gonna need the far zoomed out camera for the angle setup in the end. So anyway, so I made a setup just for this category, so we're gonna start rolling into this corner here. Your X position can end in F1 or F2, it doesn't matter for this setup here. We turn left to angle C000 and do 2 rolls, face the wall, and we're gonna do 1/Y targeting, 1 without target, and 2 with shield cancel. And we're gonna run into the wall again to reset our X position, no Z position, and 1 stab and face upstairs. Then we do 3 slashes while targeting and 1 jump slash, turn around, 2 slashes with shield cancel, and then 3 slashes again where you target but untarget during the slash. Like that, and that is our position. So I figured out a weird angle setup. Maybe it's not super consistent, but as far as I can tell, there is a way to make it consistent. We turn Deku, turn towards the railing, and we gonna Ocarina, one Deku spin, and then target. And when the camera is right behind Link, and press Ocarina. This is what's supposed to make this consistent. If you have a different camera and then press Ocarina, maybe it's not super consistent, but this should be. So once the camera stops moving, here when you have Ocarina out, you can cancel out of it and then hold control stick right, turn this angle here to 198, and then yeah, do 4 ears as right, and we get angle 578. If anybody comes up with a better angle setup, please let me know. I'm not 100% sure if this is consistent. And we're gonna play Song of Double Time one more time. So we just need a date transition. If you had Sunsong, you could also play Sunsong here. For the night transition at our first position setup, it needed to be Song of Double Time specifically. It could be Sunsong if we had that. So then from here we need to do a heap manipulation, and that one is quite tricky. So this heap manipulation only works when the balloon is broken and the walls blown up. And we're gonna start by breaking this pot here. And then there are several things in quick succession. So we will go into the tunnel in between Hideout and Observatory. So both of them are loaded at the same time, and we're gonna pull a bomb. And then we're gonna go all the way into Hideout, unloading Observatory, and we let the bomb explode. Then when the smoke is loaded, we're gonna drop another bomb and charge a spin. And with the spin, the second bomb and the smoke of the first bomb loaded all at the same time, we're gonna load Observatory again. So this can be quite tricky. So if you practice this, you might wonder when is the Hideout loaded, when is Observatory loaded, or when are both loaded. So what you can do is you go to Debug, to Actors, and then for example go to Prop. That's things like the pots, for example. So currently there are 5 loaded. Let me make a save state. So when you load this here, we have 16, and if we unload Observatory, it's just 11 again. So again, what we need to do is this weird succession of stuff, and I have a side top setup where I measure my distance. I go by side hopping, so I'm gonna do 3 side ups here for bomb and wait until this. So Hideout is unloaded, Observatory, and yeah, this should have worked. So my spin was loaded, and the second bomb was loaded, and the smoke was still loaded when I loaded the Observatory, so this should be fine. And also watch out for your health. If you get crit health here, this will all not work, and you will probably be hit by this bomb there. So yeah, you might want to farm health in Termina Field. Yeah. Crit health is run over because the camera does not let you adjust your positions consistently, because you get this drunk walk. Yeah, so you cannot get the right SRM angles. So another thing I want to explain is the watch in the middle of my screen. I didn't do that yet. So that currently says 80419960. That is the held actor. And yeah, for all your SRMs, you can compare your held actor with mine to see if you actually did the heap manipulation right, and if the pot was loaded to the right address. So once we do the super slide with this pot here, and you get this hands up, even though you're holding nothing, the pointer will be the same, this 80419960. So for the super slide, we get inverted cam with about this angle. Get inverted cam and the bomb will be dropped about here, I think. Then yeah, all the best. Yeah. If you're new to SRM, what I also didn't explain, yeah, you need to let go of Z target during the super slide, because otherwise the camera will turn around and this whole thing will not work. And I should also explain how inverted cam works, but I won't. Just ask in the Discord, it's complicated. So we have, yeah, hands up, go back into observatory, and we need to get two different angles, 3326 and 3345. So we are going to start with the angle 3326 for the butler being in the Deku Shrine, and we target this chest over here, and or this box rather, and we are going to turn it a little bit counterclockwise, or clockwise rather. Yeah, up to angle 170C, and we're gonna adjust here. And if he had crit health, this would not work. He would get something completely different other than 1706. And from here we turn it a little bit left again to 3326, and we're gonna walk into the tunnel. And as soon as you hear the torch or a torch, you know the hideout is loaded. And yeah, from that we can just keep holding left again to unload the hideout. So currently we are manipulating a torch, and when the torch unloads, the light knot SRM triggers, and at that moment we need to have this angle 3326 so that the torch, the light knot point and the torch will end in 3326 and point to our restore position data that we set up earlier. So yeah, we're just gonna walk out again, and light knot SRM triggers, and now the Deku Butler is in the Deku Shrine. So the other angle 3345 will be for the Z copy warps that we are going to do, and we need to target this wall here for the setup and then buffer right walking up to this here. So when you have this position, and you're gonna just unpause, and we have angle DEE8, and we're gonna need to adjust it a little bit. We're gonna go to ESS right, and now we can adjust here. So our angle ends in 5, and we turn left a little bit. So yeah, 3345, and we go into the tunnel. And now the torch that we manipulated earlier will load into the exact same spot in memory. So this is why you can walk in and out twice, but we cannot go back into observatory now, unloading the hideout, because we need to have Link unloaded when the light knot SRM triggers. I should probably leave Ocarina equipped. So, when you trigger this light knot SRM while Link is loaded, the game would actually crash. But if we unload the torch by just unloading the entire scene by leaving, everything will work out fine. So from here we need to warp to 4 different locations. We need to warp to the Deku Shrine to then get Mask of Sense, to the Goron Graveyard to then get Dongero's Mask, to Kafei's Hideout to get Kitten Mask, and to the Bunny Hood to get Bunny Hood. So there's no hard requirement on in which order you do everything, but I figured out several setups, and some setups are faster than others. So yeah, I'm just gonna demonstrate what I think, or what I figured out is the fastest. And yeah, I'm gonna write down a few more setups in the description, so if you like, you can mess around with different orders. So from here we are going to warp to the Goron Graveyard. Yeah, from this initial position, if you mess up, you can just go into the hideout and walk out again. You will have this same position again. We will need to do 2 slashes where we target but then untarget. And then also do a jump slash where you untarget. And then we will need to turn around and do 5 normal slashes. And now our Z position ends in B200, which corresponds to the Goron Graveyard. So from here we need to access hot spring water for a bottle adventure. We're gonna dupe over the powder keg and catch hot spring water in it. And then the game will write, the cooldown timer to places in memory where it's normally not supposed to. So we need the powder keg, the bottle, and we need to have 0 powder kegs. Catch hot spring water or whatever. You dupe over the bottle, to dupe over the keg, so we press the bottle and then keg 1 frame after, and then the game will think it has to empty the hot spring water over the powder keg slot. And then we can catch hot spring water again, and now the game writes stuff to where it's not supposed to. And the side effect is also that the normal water actually cools instantly. We need Ocarina and Deku. So you want to walk out as Deku because then you will hold the Roxil line that we of course got from Goron Village. Deku will just be able to carry that. And optimally you do some backward movement there. Didn't practice anything, so whatever. Also Deku is quite short, so you need to walk quite closely to the platform, and that was actually too close. Can be a little bit tricky. Whatever. And that's our second mask. So from here we go to the house and target this wall and stab it twice, and we gonna do 1/ targeting, turn left and do 1 with shield cancel, turn down and do 2 slashes with shield cancel, and turn to the right to 1 with target, and then 3 normal slashes. And we have Z position ending with 5200, which corresponds to the Deku Shrine. And the butler's there. So I will not force you watching me doing this whole race, I just want to show you one thing that you might want to watch out for. If you void here, you actually are in South Clock Town, but very far out of bounds, so this would be run over. So this is after the race. And we get our mask. We will not take the blue warp out. We will instead go to this wall here. We gonna do 1 stab, then do 2 slashes with shield cancel, do another stab, and then turn around, and we will do 1 normal and turn to the left and do 1 slash with target and 1 shield. And that will be 0D01, so that is entrance 1 for the Curiosity Shop, which is up by side out. So yeah, optimally you would end with this cutscene here, so you only need to watch half of it and also don't need to exit, but we need to exit here. So we can use sword outside. The problem is for Bunny Hood. There is no good way to get an initial position after you get the bunny hood, so we need to put it at the end. So for bunny hood walk, we touch the wall and do 2 stabs. Then we do 1/ target and untarget. Then turn around and we do 3 normal slashes. And then turn this way and do 1/ target untarget again. And this is 4201, so this is entrance 1 to the Coco Shack, which is the bunny hood cutscene. And that's it. Got all the masks.